What's poppin' YouTube family? Back in our reaction video. We got GOINNA reviews with Gachiakuta. Oh, I don't know how to say the name. It's Gachiakuta. It's the craziest anime I have seen. I watched the first 2 episodes. Dog. This is gonna be my favorite anime from the season. From this season release period. Oh my god, cause it's so good. That first episode had me like hooked. That second episode hooked. I'm like, it's gonna get crazy. I'm mad. I thought 3 episodes was out. And I probably would have been mad if it was 3 because I thought 4 episodes would have been out. It's good. It's gonna be gas. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. It's gonna be gas. I might just read it. That's how gas it is. But with that being said, y'all ain't even here for me to talk about it. Out here to see my boy. So with that being said, his channel is gonna be linked down below along there's a video. Make sure you go show some love, hit the sub button, all that good stuff. You know we gotta hit the likes. That's always off. Always off. Leave a like. Make it full screen for my boy. Let's get right into it.
Alright, yes, your boy Shimmy is back again. 2 blood videos this week. The streets been telling me this is the anime to watch out for this season. Today we got Gachiakuta. So lock the
Gachiakuta.
Yes, you. Tell your mom to lock in too. And let's get into it. And subscribe. Boom, we start with this little girl and her stuffed animal just broke. Her mom says, didn't I just buy that for you? Whatever, let's just throw it out. We can buy you a new one. W pollution from turtles. So the mom puts it in a garbage bag, goes outside and throws the trash down this chute, and it ends up in a truck, and that truck is driving all the way to the waste collection site. Now at the site, everything is going fine. We see this guard and bro's making sure Rudy Gobert and Paul George are in the right spot.
Crazy.
Something. He's like, no way Rudy thinks he's not trash, bro. So he walks up to the door. He looks in,
way Rudy don't
and he sees my homeboy again? Yes, that's my homeboy. That's how he gets when he's hungry. The guard's not playing no games though. He says, don't move, and he pulls out the switch with the
They ready to blow something.
You know you're not supposed to be in here, boy. Who are you? But my homeboy just turns around, looks at him on some, you're not gonna do nothing. Tender as hell. He looks closer and he says, hold on, you're that trash vandal from the news. You out here dumpster diving and then taking that trash and putting it outside? Shit's kinda nasty, but like one man's trash is another man's treasure. Facts. But bro says, you're jeopardizing the town's beauty? Like you can tell this guy gets no gyal this after that. That's ridiculous. So he goes, hits the alarm, and all his homies pull up.
They come in blicked up.
Yeah, where you going now? Look,
there's no way out of this one.
Look how they start tweaking. Oh, I mean, you showed how he was tweaking when the trash was on.
Went out like that. He starts
look at him.
Rudy Gobert and Paul George at them. The people them get hit, and with that he sneaks away into a vent and crawls and jumps out.
Or so we
thought. The feds are still on his tail. You
on
not
that body.
Going nowhere. We told you this, and they start shooting the switches at them. Green beam. You would think these guys are in Chicago the way they're up in the switches though. Bro's been ready for this though. He jumps in the air and dodges all the bullets on some Matrix shit.
Except for
they're
one.
Like, what the fuck? Is this Spider-Man? He jumps on the wall, then on
Look
the
at
truck,
that Spider-Man suit.
and then he starts sprinting like he's Usain. But then one bullet grazes his arm. They're still shooting, but he hops over the fence, and with that, he's safe. The guards are like, shit, go find him now. Big Montaigne though, how's a group of guards letting one get away? The whole department needs to get fired.
They getting replaced.
Trash vandal says, I'm not no vandal, ho this, and he ended up stealing the bunny.
Look at him, clean.
At the start of the story. Now we go into town and the people here look rich as hell. They look like they have high tea and shit. Now we see this guy and he's got this book in his hand and he's just walking in town. He overhears some people talking and they're like, girl, you heard that the trash vandal came out tonight? Are you dead ass? Bro gotta be on some type of drugs. Must be one of them tribe folk.
Look at that bum looking.
And then they look over and see bro and they're like, it's one of them. He looks disgusting. Bro got no haircut, smells, and he got H&M on. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, I thought H&M had some pieces for real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they say, I hope they never come back. So now we see that this world is divided into 2 different areas.
Slums.
The rich area, then you got the slums.
The slums.
The rumors start to hit the slums too, that someone was out there stealing from the rich side. So we see our guy Rudo again, and Shorty pulls up to him and says, you were collecting trash again, weren't you? You know,
my boy had a shorty.
You're gonna be locked up with Dirk and them. They even got Silento in there too. Why you keep putting yourself in danger for garbage? But he says those rich bastards just be throwing shit out, which is facts.
They don't show no value.
They trying to get in my bag. Then these kids pull up and they're like, something smells like shit.
The whole area.
Don't tell me this is your dog, bro. It smells like Davy Jones' locker. I'm not gonna lie, someone needs to get my dog some deodorant. Shorty says he might stink a little, but that's
so
still
what?
my dog. That's my ride or die.
Oh,
Kids
me.
say,
He said he ain't no Deshae Frost.
Son of a murderer. And we learned they made this slum just to put all the criminals over here to keep the town safe. And all these people here now are just descendants of those criminals. Like, what the fuck? Why would
I'm
they
like,
do
all
this?
y'all suck.
Who signed off and said this is a good idea? Now they're really talking shit and bro just hits them with the stare and he scares them all off. Now he's just chilling with Shorty and Rudo busts out the toy he fixed and tries giving it to her.
But
I'm
Mom
not
Duke
gonna lie, this is
showed
gonna
up.
be the start of his villain arc. But her mom calls her and she goes home. Now Rudo goes home and we see the dirty man from earlier. And he says, I seen you out there with Shorty. I seen you trying to give me a bag. That wasn't a bad shot. You just had a slightly late release. But why am I hearing you're collecting trash? We learned this guy took Rudo in as a kid and he's the only family he has. And Rudo's really only stealing because he wants to pay him back for helping him all these years. The old man sees his wounds and he's like, what the hell happened? Did they switch you up? He tells him, don't ever go back there. Next time you're not making it out. And Rudo takes his gloves off and we see these scars. And these are the scars that his parents gave him. Who the hell were his parents?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
In this town, if you do something horrible, they toss you into the abyss. And
send the filth to the pit. Send the filth to the pit.
And started killing all mans. Apparently, allegedly, in GTA. He says his hands have been pitch black since he was a kid. And they used to hurt bad too. But Regto gave him these gloves and that shit has helped him. So he's really just trying to help Regto any way that he can.
That's a real one.
Now they're chopping it up, talking about Rudy and his shots. Some guy is just staring at them from outside their crib. And he says something, but that shit was not English. Now the next day, Rudo's gonna give the bunny to his shots and he's walking up the steps. We see a glimpse of the abyss for real, and we learn all the trash is thrown down there too.
And they send people in there.
See of a man getting dropped down there. I can't lie, this is actually a crazy punishment. They're forcing you to go party with Rudy Gobert.
Like what?
And Shorty pulls up and she says, "Listen, gang, I know you gotta make some money, but I'm not trying to see you get thrown off the cliff."
She said, "We love you."
With that, he finally gives the toy to her.
He pulled that trigger. Boom!
Treasure it. This shit wholesome. So he goes and runs home with the quickness to tell Regto because he finally bagged her. This is a core experience every guy goes through. Going back to tell your dogs that you finally bagged the one you've been plotting on. So he's running around the corner, then boom, he runs into the feds. And they look at him, they're like, where you going, low? With that, he finally gets home, big bro him. He's like, yo, Regto, listen to this. All he sees is this masked guy standing over Regto and he's got a sword in his chest. Bro looks back at Rudo and stabs him even more. Now,
yeah, I would have.
So boom, Rudo goes to ride out. He goes into fight, but he just blacks out and then he wakes up. And the masked guy takes the book, looks at Rudo again, says, "You weak as hell, boy," and then just walks out. Regto is still dying. He tries to help him, but Regto says, "Gang, you gotta run. You gotta get out of here.
Please
I'm not
run.
leaving. Don't worry. I'll help you. You're blessed." "No, you gotta run." Then we just see Rudy get hit in the back with a taser.
Man,
the police show up and they're like, "The murderer has been apprehended.
We fucking got him."
And the way they think my dog
it was
did
a
this
setup,
murder, right? He even says, "It ain't me," but they're not
got
trying
your
to hear
blood
none
on
of
you,
that.
gang?
He's got all of Regto's blood all over him, so he looks guilty. He's still trying to tell them you got the wrong guy, but then he gets a rude punch and passes out. Now the whole town is, yeah, that nigga's just like his pops. He's a real murderer.
Look at him,
he murdered his foster father too. That's why you can't be nice to little youths. So bro is in chain gang with Dirk right now, and they hang him up in front of the whole city.
Send the filth to the pit.
They're gonna toss him down with all the garbage. Bro's like, nah, this can't be real, right? This gotta be fake.
He said, y'all trolling.
He says, y'all gotta believe me. Chua,
listen, this pissed me off.
Came in and killed Regto. You know I wouldn't do this, right? But she says, you a dirty murderer. I don't fuck with you. And she drops his present. I told you this was gonna be his first villain arc. But these people are crazy. They're literally cheering for him to get thrown down. Like, dog, y'all live in the slums. Y'all got bigger issues to worry about. So he gets pissed and says, nah, y'all are the filthy ones, not me. all of y'all are hoes. Y'all are hoes. Y'all are the real trash. And we see the guy who framed him is in the crowd watching too. Nah, he needs to get his get back for this. This is outrageous. Taunting the man now too? Crazy. So they drop him and he says, I'm going to kill all of you.
He said, I'm gonna come back up there.
The man is falling from the skies and his eyes open and he just sees some black shit. Then he wakes up.
That whole
like,
sequence was hard though. Like, y'all gotta really watch that episode. That was hard.
He's like, I don't know where I am, how I even survived that drop. But then something behind him starts moving. They told him it was just garbage down here. And we just see this giant thing moving. He turns around and it's a fucking trash dragon. What is going on here? Who did this? Yeah, bro, GG's. I don't know what type of world this is. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this, but more power to you, gang. If this show ends after episode 1, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe.
It's gonna get crazy, bro.
Let me know what you
like, I can't wait for episode 3.
Let me know if this is your favorite anime this season. Appreciate all the love, all the support.
Is that and it's gonna be this or the
5 before we're moving that shit up to 7, okay? Goal is to get it to 10. Let me know if you want me to keep doing these seasonal animes, Lord of the Mystery and Gachiakuta.
Yeah, that's what the Lord of the Mystery. That's what it looks like. It's gonna be my 2 favorites.
In the works. Fog Hill, seen it, working on it, just watched it. Okay, Attack on Titan, it's coming. Hell's Paradise,
Attack on
it's
Titan.
coming. We're working on a lot. We're working.
Attack
Let me know
on
if you want me
Titan.
to make a second channel too, because I'm going to. If you know an editor, tell him to holla at me. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'ma holla at y'all boys and girls, everybody in the next video. Road to 50K. Free Jeff.
Free Jeff. Bro, it's going to get so crazy, bro. Like, that episode 3, it got me on there, bro. Because I can't wait for him to get revenge. I can't wait for him to get revenge. I can't wait for him to get revenge. Revenge. I want him to pack Shorty up. You gonna drop my... You said you always believed in me. But the moment everybody turned on me, you turn on me too. Gotcha. I see what game we playing. It's good though. It's good. Cause my boy is gonna come back tripping. I wanna, it's so much. Like, I'm like, that's how, like, what was in that book? Why did he have to get packed up? Who was the masked man? It's so much. And hey man, with that being said, my boy channel gonna be linked down below longer in the video. Make sure you go show us a love, hit the sub button, all the good stuff. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.